Hello, my name is Ethan Perez. I am a director and writer and also actor on the film Orbital.
Okay, so how do you think the film uses or challenges the conventions of average sci-fi films?
Really, really good question. As a filmmaker and actor myself, I really try to challenge for audience expectations and expected conventions. And firstly, we made a really bold decision of killing our main character in the opening scene. Really, I think an audience doesn't expect, especially when we heavily advertise the character. The film is very different from normal sci-fi films like Star Wars and Star Trek. I personally find those films a little boring, so I didn't want to, replicate that same formula. We also, main point of the film, Orbital, is it doesn't really follow characters, it follows a MacGuffin.
One. Thank you, thank you. How does it represent social groups or issues, do you think?
Oh wow, that's a very, very heavy question. In a sci-fi action film that, follows aliens and spaceships, people really don't expect, social groups and issues to be represented. But I feel like the film really wouldn't be complete in this day and age without them. So the main, core of the film is that everything is very dangerous, The film starts on a spaceship that is just so hazardous. And our main character at the beginning, Shoj, he tries so hard throughout the beginning of this film, and he doesn't succeed. And it's a very, solemn, melancholy message, but I really think it sends a message that sometimes you can try so hard and you just won't make it in the end. And
One. Well, this has been incredibly informative, and I thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine. Thank you for having me. It's really great coming out here and being able to interact with the audience and everyone. So I just really appreciate you guys for having me and supporting my film Orbital.
One. Incredible, incredible. How do you think it would be distributed? I mean, the distribution for this film was incredible. It was over the top. How did you think that would go over? I mean,
for sci-fi films, I don't mean to do my own horn, but I knew the distribution would be a pretty heavy part of the film. Star Wars, toys everywhere. So first thing I thought when selling Orbital is we need to sell a bunch of toys, but we also gotta have, people out in the public, general audience going to their jobs, So we first started with spaceship buses in London.
right.
Kind of like a replica of our spaceships in the movie, and then down in open fields, we crashed an entire satellite. Bold move by us, but it got the general audience going. So, and we would also hand out replicas of the orb drive to the public audience near a Chinese theater in Hollywood Boulevard. Gave out free tickets too, great marketing strategy. And we even held the red carpet in the International Space Station. Took a lot of money to get that green lighted, but I tell you, great decision, people loved it.